January. My editor for tonight's news has been Jerry Schiff. I'm Andy Grossman. We're WVBR FM in Ithaca. It's 6 o'clock.
Thank you very much, Andy. My name is Jaime Wohl, and let's get right down to music. A great new arrangement of a very great old song. That's Andrew Gold doing Manfred Mann's Doo-Wah Ditty. It's on his new album, which is called What's Wrong with This Picture. Before that, Maria Muldaur from her first album, $3 Bill, Keep On Smiling from Wet Willie, and John Mayall started the show with Room to Move. 15 minutes past 6.
You can return your equipment within 7 days for a full refund. Come to Tech Hi-Fi now. January is clearance month.
Tech Hi-Fi at 205 Dryden Road in College Town. Open weeknights till 9, Saturday till 6.
The new Ithaca Post is going to help Cornell students pay for their books and supplies this semester. Now, how do you suppose they'll do that? Well, they want you to subscribe to their newspaper at the regular $4 student rate, and then they'll give you a coupon good for $4 off any purchase of $20 at the Triangle Bookshop in College Town. That's right. Subscribe now. Pay $4 for 15 weeks of the Sunday Ithaca Post, and they'll give you your $4 back on books and supplies at Triangle. It's a great deal. Look for them at Cornell registration in the Strait or in their offices in College Town. Or if you'd like to do it right away, their phone number is 277-4200. The Ithaca Post, now with color comics on Sundays. Jaime Wohl keeping you company on a chilly Thursday evening at 93 FM. Peter Frampton on 93 FM from the Frampton album, Baby I Love Your Way. If you haven't seen the cover of the latest Rolling Stone, well, Peter Frampton has been nominated Rock Star of the Year, and he was awarded the Red Suspenders, which is going to be a new tradition by Rolling Stone magazine to give all the people that win their yearly rock awards a pair of red suspenders with Rolling Stones written on it. Before Peter Frampton, Jeff Roden with the classic On Broadway. 29 before 7 o'clock. Tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock on Backtrack, the classic album show, we'll be playing the Moody Blues, A Question of Balance. That's tomorrow on Backtrack. You're at 93 FM, WVBR. This is Sandy Denny and Richard Thompson doing an old bird song. Carly Simon sounding really fine on her new album, Another Passenger, doing the Little Feat song, One Love Stand. Bob Dylan and Tangled Up in Blue, and off the Richard Thompson double import, The Ballad of Easy Rider, Sandy Denny singing the lead. It's about 12 before 7 o'clock. Here's a reminder from the New York State Department of Social Services. They say there are hundreds of children in New York State that need to be adopted. If you've been considering adoption, you can get more information by calling the State Adoption Service at this toll-free number, 1-800-342-3710. You're with WVBR FM in Ithaca, and here's Patti Smith with Gloria. And that's from the new Bowie album. The album is called Low, and that's What in the World. Earth, Wind, and Fire, that's the way of the world. Clean, Did She Walks Like a Beard in Rainbow, and Gloria came from Patti Smith. It's about 6:30 past 7 o'clock.
We're adding some new and different classes this semester, like chair caning, glass etching, glass bending, not to mention the making of God's eyes. And the Yarn Barn now has a selection of unusual novelty yarns from Stanley Baracco. The craft studio on the Yarn Barn at Cornell's North Campus Union.
Manzanita is playing tonight at Night Court, and the admission is free. This Friday, Night Court invites you to Ithaca's most enjoyable happy hour from 3 to 8 p.m. There's mixed drink specials for 50 cents and 15-ounce tankards of beer for just 35 cents. Mother Freedom, featuring Oliver, will be appearing Friday and Saturday night at Night Court. And, of course, there's dancing from 1 to 3 a.m. It's always a party at Night Court, a new world of entertainment, at 215 North Aurora Street in downtown Ithaca. It's about 9 past 7 o'clock. Jaime Wohl with you, and this is a singer from Boston named David Buskin. And that's Al Stewart from his very fine, very mellow new album, The Year of the Cat, the strongest album I think he's done. And the song was Midas Shadow. Before that, David Buskin with Most of All from his first album. He's completely disappeared since his second. It's 7:15. You're at 93 FM. From one of the top-selling rock albums of all time, Bridge Over Troubled Waters, that's Simon and Garfunkel. So Long, Frank Lloyd Wright. Did you see him last night, Paul Simon, on the inauguration, gala event? I don't know what they called it. He sang American Tune, and Artie was in the audience watching. Oh, well. Crosby, Stills and Nash did Helplessly Hoping. And you're at 93 FM, where we're about to do the hitching post. Let's just get the key in the admission. Okay. There's just one driver, and his name is Peter. He'll be going to northern New Jersey, the New York City area, tomorrow. And he doesn't have a phone number, but you can contact him at the Handwork Craft Store. Kate needs a ride to West Virginia anytime, 273-9887. Tammy would like to go to Hartford, Connecticut tomorrow, 277-0939. To TC3, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Mary needs a ride to be there at 8 in the morning. Most of this school year, 273-9175. Tom to New York City on the 24th or 25th, 277-4643. Peter to New Jersey or New York City on the 1st of February, 273-4750. David to New York City this Saturday or Sunday, 564-7617. Paula to New York or New Jersey any day next week, 533-7070. And finally, Kathy to New York City Monday or Tuesday this week. Coming up, 277-0439 or 273-2171. If you'd like to get involved in the hitching post, all you have to do is come over to our studios, fill out one of our cards with all the information, like name, address, phone number, or you could go to the University Deli in College Town, or you can mail us one. Our address is 227 Linden Avenue, Ithaca, New York. 93 FM with Tower of Power. Fleetwood Mac at 93 FM, Go Your Own Way, their new single. Still a Young Man from the Tower of Power, and Van Morrison, whose new album is due in about a month, with Jackie Wilson Said from St. Dominic's Preview. There's going to be an indoor plant seminar conducted by Penny Cook, who's a horticultural technician. So if your plants aren't doing too well, you might want to take note of the date and the time. It's at February 1st at 7:30 in the Ag Home and 4-H Center, which is at 225 South Fulton Street in Ithaca. For more information, make it easy on yourself. Call 272-2292. That's an indoor plant seminar on February 1st. It's about 13 minutes before 8 o'clock. You're with WVBR FM and Jaime Wohl tonight. And here are the Allman Brothers Band with Melissa. And that's Blondie, singing about how she fell in love with the policeman. You're listening to WVBR FM in Ithaca. I'm Jaime Wohl, and this is Jackson Browne from his second album. Persephone. That's by Wishbone Ash, and if you remember Greek mythology, you'll remember that Persephone was the daughter of Zeus and Demeter, and she was abducted by the devil into the underworld, and that's why we have winter. That's Wishbone Ash from the album There's the Rub. Jackson Browne with I Thought I Was a Child. The Ex-Offender from Blondie, new band from New York. Diana Ross did Ain't No Mountain High Enough, and we began with Melissa from the Allman Brothers. You're at 93 FM, 10 past 8 in the evening. If you're into cartoons, the Cartoon Festival is going to be held tomorrow night from 9 to midnight in the Willard Straight Memorial Room of Cornell University. That's 3 whole hours of cartoons sponsored by the Alpha Phi Omega National Service Organization. Admission is only 99 cents, and the proceeds will go towards financing various service projects for Cornell and the community. The vacation may be over, but Night Court is sure that the partying isn't. Ithaca's own Manzanita is tonight at Night Court, and admission is free. Friday night, Night Court invites you to Ithaca's most enjoyable happy hour. From 3 to 8 p.m., there'll be mixed drink specials for 50 cents and 15-ounce tankards of beer for 35 cents. Mother Freedom, featuring Oliver, will appear Friday and Saturday night at Night Court, and of course there's dancing from 1 to 3 a.m. It's always a party at Night Court, a new world of entertainment in downtown Ithaca. Jaime Wohl on your radio, 93 FM is the station. And the weather tonight should be pretty cold again, low 10 to 15, with a chance of flurries, which is about 30% tonight. Right now it's 27, minus 3 Celsius. And here's the Beatles. 15 minutes past 8 o'clock in the evening. We're going to have some news now from ABC. Rod Stewart, and You Wear It Well, from an album with a very apt title. It's called Never a Dull Moment. Joni Mitchell did You Turn Me On the radio from back in her early jazz days when she just started getting Tom Scott and the LA Express into her act. And in the middle, a new band called Indigo. They're on Warner Brothers, and they're 2 women and 1 man. The tune we listened to was called What's It Matter? WVBR FM, it's 28 before 9 o'clock. The people at the Ithaca Post have a good deal for you. If you subscribe to their paper this semester, and you're a Cornell student, they'll give you $4 off of any purchase at the Triangle Bookshop in Collegetown. That's right, if you subscribe now, you pay $4 for 15 weeks of the Post, and they'll give you a coupon for $4 back on books at the Triangle Bookshop. You can call them at 277-4200, and you can do this through the phone, or you can go to Cornell's registration, which I believe is tomorrow, and they'll have a desk there, and they'll also have one in the Willard Strait Hall on the Cornell campus. That's the Ithaca Post, now with color comics on Sundays. 25 before 9 o'clock, Jaime Wohl keeping you company on this freezing cold Thursday night. Here's Otis Redding. And that's a southern band called Grinder Switch. You're listening to 93 FM. It's 11 before 9 o'clock. And this is the Electric Light Orchestra. From Jerry Garcia's first solo album, The Wheel. We began with Otis Redding doing the Rolling Stones' Satisfaction. Graham Parker with Heat Treatment, title cut of his new album. Elton John with Amarina from Tumbleweed Connection. And I guess that's probably the most FM radio Elton John album because there were no singles on it. Tumbleweed Connection. And Grinder Switch did Happy Like Me from an album called Macon Tracks. If it had come out this year, it probably would have been a lot more popular. And also, Electric Light Orchestra did Tightrope. If you're a new or returning Cornell graduate student, you've got things to do both Friday and Saturday night this weekend. You're invited to a square dance Friday night at 8 p.m. in the Castadilla dorm, and to a wine and cheese party on Saturday night at 9 o'clock in Sage Hall. You're listening to WVBR FM in Ithaca. It's about 20 degrees, minus 7 Celsius. It's exactly 9 o'clock. I'm Jaime Wohl, and this is Gordon Lightfoot. Stevie Wonder at 93 FM with Az from Songs in the Key of Life, an album that just keeps turning up with new good songs every time I listen to it. Before that, Eric Clapton, Sign Language with Bob Dylan, and Gordon Lightfoot, If You Could Read My Mind. 13 past 9, Jaime Wohl here on 93 FM. This is Bonnie Kolock, and you're going to love yourself in the morning.
The chance of snow is 30% tonight, 40% tomorrow, and 70% tomorrow night. It's 21 degrees, minus 6 Celsius in Ithaca. I'm Paul Brooks, WVBR News.
Thank you, Paul. I'm Jaime Wohl with an oldie from the band's Moondog Matinee. And that's Queen from the Day at the Races and their single, Somebody to Love. The Doors with Break On Through from the first Doors album. The band did The Great Pretender. And Roll On Sweet Mississippi was Dobie Gray, the man that wrote Drift Away, or sang Drift Away and brought it to fame. And it's an album called Hey Dixie. Do you think Southern music is going to be really big for the next few years? Charlie Daniels might start selling a lot more records. You never know. 19 minutes before 10 o'clock, here at WVBR FM, and Mike Beecher will be here at 10. WVBR FM in Ithaca, this is John Martin, folk singer from Scotland. From an entirely excellent album, Band on the Run, that's Wings and Paul McCartney with Mamounia. The Atlanta Rhythm section from their new album, A Rock and Roll Alternative. We heard Neon Lights. The New Riders did Garden of Eden, and John Martin from his album Bless the Weather. with head and heart. 4 minutes before 10. My name is Jaime Wohl. My feature's in next. And I'll tell you a little bit about the weather before I go. Should get down about 10 to 15 degrees tonight. Tomorrow, high in the mid-20s. Periods of snow likely tomorrow night, but not much chance tomorrow during the day. Right now it's about 15 degrees. Have a really nice evening and keep warm. This is some very early Neil Young from the Woodstock album.